What's up, everybody? It's your boy Stevie the Black. It's STEVEE the Black. I'm back, and I'm here to give you my Eagles and Giants review. Do I know this team, or do I know this team? Because I do. I do. I said it when I did my review yesterday. I said the Eagles better not lose this game, and they should beat this team fairly easy. But knowing this team, they'll make it closer than they absolutely have to. And that's what happened. That's what happened. I think the Eagles got like four turnovers. Four turnovers. And they just barely won the game. How do you have four turnovers and only win the game by 1 point? Because you suck. Because you're trash. I told you beating the Giants would not tell me anything. And I was right. And I was completely right. Beating the Giants did nothing. I mean, we were down. Look, first of all, I was working for the first half, so I didn't even see it. But according to Addy, because he was telling me the game, he said the Eagles go down, they score on the first possession. Great. The Giants answer right back and they go down and they score. So by the time I'm actually having able time to look at my phone to see what's going on, the Eagles are they kick a field goal. So they're up 10. And then they get an interception. And then Wentz throws the interception. And it's at this point that I'm just like, you know what? I think we should just expect an interception every game this season. Because that's just how Carson Wentz has just been playing this year. Sorry, I keep looking over at the stove. I got some water boiling because I'm about to make some noodles for some spaghetti. But yeah. So, long story short, the part that I do see, the Eagles get another turnover. We're in like the 40, and they're moving the ball. They're moving the ball, and guys are open in the middle of the field, or at least they're going to get open, right? And for whatever reason, Carson doesn't see that, and he keeps trying to punch it in the end zone. I'm like, dude, you got 40 seconds with like two timeouts. You can do this. You can put it in the middle of the field, call the timeout, and then you got two more times to put it in the end zone. But instead, they don't do that. They have to go for the field goal. And Jake Elliott, whew, yo, I'm done with this man, bro. I am done with this man, Jake Elliott, bro. I'm getting sick and tired of him. He is trash, bro. Like he's the epitome of trash. How do you miss a 29-yard field goal? Matter of fact, there's a lot of field goals he misses. I'm like, how do you miss that? You know, we just played the game against the Ravens, and you're looking at Tucker, and you're just like, man, this man looks like he could just make it from anywhere. And we got little old Jake Elliott, and this man just. Now I know why Doug Peterson goes for two all the time. I totally understand it. The plays he's running are dumb, but I totally understand why he constantly goes for two all the time. Because Jake Elliott's just trash. He sucks. He's too inconsistent. And then the Giants, and look, we'll say this, right? The offensive line is just. That man Wentz was getting no time. He was getting no time. So I can excuse that. But at the same time, I'm like, yo, just roll him out. Or Carson, just roll out. If you know the offensive line will not hold, roll out. Both him and Doug should know this at this point. Roll out. I thought I'd never say this, but I actually think I miss Isaac Sayamalu. Like, oh my gosh. I never thought I'd say that, but I do. I miss that man. At least he was stable. Oh my gosh. Give me a second, guys. But anyway, then eventually the Giants get up. You know, Daniel. Then there's the other play, right? The play where we're all gonna remember for this game. The Daniel Jones. Like I was mad at that play at first, but then as I thought about it, I was like, you know, that was a great play. I can't be mad at that. I mean, anybody would have fallen for that. That was a great play. And Daniel Jones is running down the field, and I'm thinking, oh man, this man Daniel Jones about to score, bro. But then this man literally trips on air. I was just like, how you gonna trip on air, bro? How you gonna trip on some air? Like, how does that even work? Like, was the Avatar out there? Was he just like? Because if he did, he saved us. I mean, they still ended up scoring the touchdown anyway. But it's just fun. It's something we're gonna remember from times on end. And it's a good laugh. Even his teammates were laughing. I'm like, come on, man, how you gonna do that? Come on, man. So it's a good laugh, bro. But eventually the Giants go up on us, and I'm just sitting there thinking, with 5 minutes left, or 5 minutes and change, I'm just thinking, this team is so trash, bro. I can't believe you about to lose to the Giants. That team is worse than you. Believe it or not, they're worse than you. And you about to lose to the Giants? The Giants. It was bad enough we lost to a team with no name, but the Giants? How you gonna lose to Daniel Jones? And then they let their running game start going, and I'm just like, oh my God, they gonna kill us. But the Eagles got lucky because Evan Ingram dropped the pass that was literally in his hands. He dropped the pass that was literally in his hands, and I was just like, bruh, we got to break. We got to break. And then after that dirty hit on Deshaun Jackson, like, yo, he may be injury prone or not, but if you are in my team colors, bro, I love you unless you suck. The only problem with Deshaun is he just can't stay healthy, but it looks pretty bad, bro. Like, he couldn't put no weight on it. Like, that man might be done. And I'm just like, wow, that's how it's going to end for him in Philly? Like that? I'm like, well, if there's any way for his return to Philly to be described, it's been injuries. So I guess. But I hope it's not as serious. I hope we can get him back at some point. But if not, it's been real, Deshaun. It's been real. So here we go. Down to the final 2 minutes. Can Carson Wentz do it? Not only, I missed the first touchdown drive, which got him back within like 4, right? I missed that touchdown drive. But I went back and rewinded after the game was over. And whew, that was a beautiful pass. That was a beautiful pass and throw from Carson to John Hightower, who finally caught the ball. We know his problem has been tracking the ball and catching it, especially when it's been right in his hands. He has some making up to do. And, bro, he made it up big time. That was a beautiful throw by him from Carson to him. We're going to miss Deshaun, but shoot, we got guys like when you got guys like John Hightower and Quez Watkins and Jalen Reagor when he get back, are we sure we going to miss Deshaun? Are we sure? Darn it, I ain't got no juice. But I'm babbling on here. So anyway, we get down to the final 2 minutes. And then they eventually get the touchdown in the end zone to Greg Ward, who, as he was running, you saw him speed up. And Carson gave him a nice throw to him in the end. I was like, oh, good or reliable. That's what I call Greg Ward. He's good or reliable. Hey, if anything goes to work, that used to be him and Zach Ertz. But now it's him and Greg Ward, good or reliable. Love Greg Ward. Then we get to the final drive, 2 minutes to go. And I'm just like, okay, Carson, this is all you, bro. Even though we suck, and I hate this team so much, can you put it in the end zone? And they do just that. They get it in the end zone, and Carson had the most beautiful throw to Boston Scott I've ever seen, bro. Like, that was like some Patrick Mahomes type throw. That throw was just beautiful, bro. I was like, oh my goodness. And Addy texted it to me right after it happened, or a little bit after it happened. He's like, dude, that was a great throw. Why can't Carson play like that all the time? And I said, bro, he is capable of doing it. If he just stops trying to do too much all the time and just make the throws, bro, I'm telling you, he is up there with the Patrick Mahomes and the Deshaun Watson. I think he's better than Deshaun Watson, but that's just me. But he could be up there with the Patrick Mahomes and the Aaron Rodgers and the Russell Wilson's making these types of throws because he's capable of doing it. And he had 2 in this game, bro. He had 2 in this game. And so the Eagles go in there, they punch it in, and I'm just like, yo, that was the most, again, beautiful throw to Boston Scott. Beautiful. And then, once again, of course, as usual, they try to do some trickery this time. And here's the thing. Teams are starting to recognize now. See, because all the Eagles do with Jalen Hurts is just they run with him. And at this point, I know what they're gonna do. If I'm sitting on the couch and I know what you're gonna do, you know the defense knows what they're gonna do. All you do with Jalen Hurts is run. You don't ever throw with him. You don't ever try to do no trickery. You do the same thing, and it's getting old. And teams are starting to recognize that, man. Do some trickery stuff. Let him in there for a series or two. I don't know. Do something else different with this man, because it's getting predictable. Predictable Doug, especially with his 2-point conversions, bro. But anyway, so we get down to the final 40 seconds, and I'm nervous because I'm like, oh, God, they going to get this field goal, bro. Because I don't trust this defense for nothing. At least, we used to be able to be like, oh, we at home, so the defense going to play good. But I can't even trust that anymore. So, but good old Daniel Jones fumbles right at the right time when you need him. And the Eagles go on, they win this game 22-21. And I'm just sitting there, and I'm just like, I hate this team so much, man. They do this to me every single week, every single year. You just can't have a comfortable... I don't remember the last time I just sat back and enjoyed a Sunday and was just like, wow, that was a great game, both offense and defense. I don't remember when that was. I really don't. And, hey, at least Doug remains undefeated on Thursday nights. And woo! And now the Eagles are, I guess, tied with Dallas for first in the NFC least. But I expect Dallas to be back on top because I expect them to beat the Washington football team. I expect Zeke to probably have a bounce back game after he fumbled the ball 2 times. So when we go into the game 2 Sundays from now, and the Cowboys are 3-4, and the Eagles are 2-4-1, I expect it to be a dogfight of which defense can suck the less. That's what I expect. That is what I expect. Hopefully by then, though, we get some reinforcements back. But who knows at this point. But we do get a much-needed rest. Like I said, I'm not surprised the team made it as close as they did because this team just sucks. And I sit there wondering, like, in the final 5 minutes, this offense scored, 12 points. Now, it should have been 14 or 16. But I'm sitting here and I'm just going... For the third week in a row, in the second half or in the fourth quarter, they just score all these points. And I'm like, where is that in the first half? If you did that in the first half, then if you go on these flurries in the second half, you'd be blowing teams out. Or at least you'd be in the game the whole time. But where is this at? So, Eagles win 2-4-1. I top the NFC least. I'm still not happy. This team still sucks. But, hey, now they get a well-deserved little mini rest before we take on Dallas Sunday night. And, man, I'm glad there's a break coming because I need it. Because I need to get away from this garbage team, bro. Just giving me heart attacks and getting me worried and sweating all the time, edging my seat, getting mad and angry, and then just kind of like, at least we won. Because the fandom in me don't want to see him lose or be embarrassed. But at the same time, I'm like, bro, we really need a top 10 pick in this draft. And it's just, I don't know. So much stuff going on through my head. But that's pretty much about it. So this video is going on a little bit longer than I thought. But until next time, I will be back Sunday afternoon after the Dallas-Washington game to go over the NFC least and to preview for the Eagles and Dallas game the week after. So, till next time, if you're not down with that, just got 3 words for you. We just suck. And I'll talk to you guys later. Peace. Oh, let me go what you guys think in the comment section down below. Please remember to rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.